Hello and welcome to the Gallant Goblin. I'm Grady and this is Dax. Hey Dax, have you ever watched Critical Role? Oh, neither have I. Just kidding. Today we are taking a look at Monsters of Exandria 1, which is a box set for the Prepainted Critical Role line produced by WizKids. And thank you to WizKids for sending it to us to review. Now, Exandria is the name of the setting or world where Critical Role takes place, which makes this a bit of an odd naming choice, like rather than Monsters of the United States, it's Monsters of Earth. Now, I'm hoping this is a pretty diverse collection of creatures. Unfortunately for me, that means there's lots of possible source books these monsters could come from. Matt Mercer published a Tal'Dorei campaign setting book during Campaign 1, written with James Hake back in 2017, which was then expanded upon in Tal'Dorei campaign setting Reborn and released by Critical Role's own publishing arm, Darrington Press, in 2022. The Reborn book is set after the events of Campaign 1. There's also a joint Critical Role and Wizards of the Coast release, Explorer's Guide to Wildmount, released during Campaign 2, which I actually have seen a couple episodes of. And there's also a joint Critical Role Wizards of the Coast adventure, Call of the Netherdeep, which partially takes place in Campaign 2's setting of Wildmount and Campaign 3's setting of Marquette. But before we open this up, Hit Point Press is running their Black Friday sale. You're constantly hearing about their animated spell cards, non-animated reference cards, products from their partners like Griffin Saddleback, and more. Now you can get them at a steep discount with coupon code BF2022. Check it all out via the link in the video description or pinned comment to let them know we sent you, which helps keep us on the air. Oh, well, joke's on me, I guess. These are actual characters from Campaign 1. There will be spoilers, so mute me if you just want to see the minis. Osysa is a Gynosphinx who lives in Vasselheim under the Guild Hall of Slayer's Take. She is a key ally of the guild, using her scrying abilities to help them on their missions, and she also inducts new members, including Vox Machina. She first appears in episode 22 and then again in episode 43 when she sends Vox Machina to her mate as the first step on their quest to find the powerful Vestiges of the Divergence. The stat block for a Gynosphinx and her lair is in the basic rules and has a CR of 11. We previously got Gynosphinx minis in Monster Menagerie 2 and Pathfinder Battle's Deadly Foes, and WizKids released an unpainted one in Critical Role Unpainted Minis Wave 3. This is Kamaljiori, an Androsphinx and Osysa's aforementioned mate, who helps Vox Machina find the vestiges of the Divergence. Like all Sphinxes, he tests people before offering his aid. He appears in Campaign 1, Episode 49, where he put Vox Machina through a dangerous puzzle to figure out his name, which they had to say for him to end the dangers and help him. The stat block for an Androsphinx and his lair is also in the basic rules, and he has a CR of 17. We previously got Androsphinx minis in Monster Menagerie 2 and Pathfinder Battles, Ruins of Lastwall, and WizKids also released an unpainted one in Critical Role Unpainted Wave 3. Nahla is a Dryad, which is another creature from the basic rules with a CR of 11. She gave Grog her heart, which isn't entirely a euphemism. The heart of the nymph was a magic item that Vox Machina needed, and then later appeared in Campaign 1, Episode 59, when Vox Machina found themselves in her glade when they entered the Feywild. We previously got Dryad minis in Monster Menagerie 1, the Ravnica booster set, Snowbound, and Pathfinder Battle's Jungle of Despair. A male Dryad was in the Theros set. Those Dryads are all more notably planty than this one, though, as befits their connection to trees. Ukurat is the leader of the Fendir werewolf clan, which live in the Feywild and appear in episode 61, where they want Vox Machina to destroy a group of pixies who have been preying on them by petrifying them. They eventually become Vox Machina's allies when the pixies attacked Vox Machina, forcing the party to fight back and destroy them. Werewolves are in the basic rules and have a CR of 3. There were werewolf minis in Monster Menagerie 1 and Pathfinder Battles Kingmaker and Heroes and Monsters sets, as well as the Hell's Bells fixed set for Critical Role Campaign 3. It's always nice to have a non-random way to get a good sculpt of a creature. Mystic Iotha is the leader of the Wisher Pixies, the same Feywild pixies who have been attacking the Fendir werewolves. She is very suspicious of strangers and quick to petrify them into stone statues, then claim the statues to take back to her home as decorations. She did this to Grog, one of the members of Vox Machina, forcing the party to battle the Wishers to save him. Pixies are in the monster manual with a CR of 1/4. We previously got a pixie in Wild Beyond the Witchlight, as well as Pathfinder Battle's Jungle of Despair, but this one is unique in its purple coloring, which will probably make it one of Theo's favorites. There's also a group of 3 unpainted Wisher pixies in Critical Role's Wave 3, and you could also use sprite minis as pixies, and vice versa if you aren't too particular about them. Artagan is an archfey who resembles an elf with exaggerated plant-like features. He traveled with Vox Machina for a time while disguised as a satyr, first appearing in that form in episode 59 before eventually revealing his identity. He is a pretty major recurring character, and I won't dive into his story for the sake of brevity and spoilers, but let's just say his impact extends into Campaign 2. Rakshasa, Rakshasa, Rakshasa! Hotis is one of these tiger-presenting fiends with backward hands who has it out for Vox Machina after they killed him. You see, fiends reincarnate in their home plane, in this case the 9 Hells. If you kill them anywhere other than their home plane, then they come back to life. And Rakshasas hold grudges that would make even an elephant who never forgets go, whoa dude, calm down. You can find the Rakshasa stat block in the basic rules with a CR of 13. They can have the colorings of different types of tigers. We got Orange Rakshasa in Monster Menagerie 1 and Pathfinder Battle's Crown of Fangs, and we got a White Rakshasa with the Mahadi mini in Descent into Avernus. Utugash is a pit fiend found on the second layer of the 9 Hells in the city of Dis. He first appears in episode 92, where Vox Machina tracks him down as part of a contract to assassinate him. Pit fiends are high-ranking devils, subordinate only to archdukes and archduchesses. Their stat block is in the basic rules and has a CR of 20, which is befitting the generals of the 9 Hells. There are 2 variations of a standard red pit fiend in Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and a bluish-white one in Descent into Avernus. There are also several named pit fiends released to date in the Archdevils product line from WizKids, including Bell and Hootigen. Overall, this is a fun set. I was expecting new monsters unique to Critical Role, but instead we got a group of Monster Manual creatures that may have been hard to find minis for and can now be obtained in a fixed box set. Definitely worth checking out even if you are not a Critical Role fan. These figures all have a distinctive look and pose that allows them to work both as the named characters or as a generic version of the creature in question. I'm particularly fond of the Pixie and the Rakshasa, who present pretty striking new looks for their monster type. Critical Role Monsters of Exandria Set 1 has an MSRP of $79.99 US, which definitely feels like pandemic pricing. You should be able to find it cheaper if you shop around, and Black Friday's over, but there's probably still going to be some holiday sales. Otherwise, it released back in July 2022. We're trying to catch up on our backlog. Don't forget to check out Hit Point Press's Black Friday sale as well. You can use our link below the video to let them know we sent you and get additional savings with the coupon code BF2022. That's all one word. Let me know what you think of these figures in the comment section below. Were you bewildered by some of the choices, such as Iotha, who showed up once and was barely named on screen, if at all? Are there certain characters you're excited about, or who you're looking forward to possibly getting in future releases? How badly did I mess up the pronunciation of some of the names? Thank you for watching today. As always, hit that subscribe button to get our latest coverage of the newest TTRPG products. You can get a preview of what's coming up in our unboxing videos, like the one in the eye in the corner of the screen right now. Press the thumbs up button if the video was helpful so more people see it. You can join our Discord using the link below, as well as find us on Facebook and Instagram and whatever hotness is the current replacement for Twitter. Stay safe, have fun, love each other, and I will see you next time on The Gallant Goblin.